Hey, it's Bill Gross, the LAProbateExpert.com. And I want to remind you that this is a historic opportunity to buy real estate. That's why there's a frenzy. That's why people write articles announcing the upcoming crash, because so many people are looking to buy, they're competing for eyeballs. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if we're going to war. I don't know what's going to happen with inflation next year in the long run. But here's what I do know. With historic rates today, there's so much pent-up demand. While the market's not as white hot as it was a few months ago, it is still red hot. More investors than ever are still looking for property, and this is a great time to buy. If you can lock in a rate, you can lock in a great payment for a long time. Now, what I want to share today is why I say today is a great time to buy. Historic rates, if you can lock it in, are a great opportunity. This time of the year is a time when a lot of people come out of the marketplace. Buyers get caught up in holiday parties and the holiday season and family things. But the buyers who buy now will save money, both because in an appreciating market like now, they'll catch the house now before it appreciates next year. If the housing market's scheduled to appreciate 12% in the next 12 months or 6% in the next 6 months, you're going to save 6% by buying right now. If you're buying an $800,000 property, that savings of 6% is how much? $48,000. There's another way you can save another 5%. Let me show you how you can do that real quick. That's by the seasonality. That's the opportunity right now for you to buy property. So let me show you what we have on that screen. And there we go. So this is, you've probably heard of automated valuation models. These are computer models of the real estate market. Most famous is Zillow's Zestimate. Now, when Zillow started that, it transformed the market because they brought data to consumers. And buyers and sellers could look at a property based on the valuation of what the computer said it was worth and make informed decisions. Now, there are multiple AVMs. There's Zillow, Redfin, there's Realtor.com has one, First American Title has one. AVM data is one of the best sources of data in the country. Now, Zillow's originally, they changed the marketplace, but from where I sit, it's become more tainted towards generating ads and giving a real sense of where the market is. And they play with those numbers. I can see that on a daily basis. Adam is a data provider, and they came up with comparing sales data to their valuation model and noted that there's different times of the year that there's an advantage for you as a buyer or a seller. One thing to keep in mind is in a rising market, data will always track behind the market by a few months. So in a market where housing prices like now gone up, say 16% for the year, the sales data that's sold is a month or two old. Those escrows open 2 or 3 months before that. So the data by definition is about 3 or 4 months behind the market. And so you expect a trailing number of about 5%, meaning a buyer would have to pay 5% more than the AVM to get a property. Now, in today's market, for example, LA County, the average buyer is paying almost 2% over the list price on average, not everyone, but on average, about 1.9% over the list price. So when you see a Zillow estimate or Redfin estimate, a buyer should be prepared in today's market to pay about 5% in an average month over that number to get the property in a competitive market. However, in October, that number is down to 2.9. What do I mean by that? Well, Adam took every month of the year and compared the premium price you would pay over their automated valuation model, and they would sort it by month. And you can see October, December, November have the smallest premium, 2.9%, 3.4%, and 3.9%, compared to May, June, and July, where the premiums are 8.8%, 9%, and 11.5%. Meaning you're going to pay well over the automated valuation model to buy a property in the more competitive months of May, June, and July. And you can see the difference on average is about another 5-6% or so. So by buying now, you're going to save the rising prices as markets continue to rise at the predicted rates of 12%. You could save maybe 6% on the purchase price. And the seasonality, you're going to get a little better by compared to the automated valuation model by about another 5%. So buying now, you might be paying 10% less than what it would cost to buy the same property come May or June in the hotter markets then. So should you buy a property now? Well, if you're going to buy a house, this is a great time to do it. You can lock in a great rate. You can save on the seasonality that you're buying now and avoid depreciation if you're going to buy next year by buying it now, by buying it early. We know we're inflationary times, and real estate's a great hedge against inflation. I'm buying equipment and supplies that we need for our house and my business. Now we're lengthening out our supplies because in times of inflation, if you buy it now, you save those costs. Is it a good decision for you? Well, if you're going to buy a house, your first time home, or trade up, or you want a second vacation home of some sort, or you want to invest in property, now is a great time. And here's the key, as long as you can lock in those historic rates. So given the facts today, it's a great time. And I'm here to help you. If you have questions or you want to put a game plan together, call me, text me, email me, reply to this email. I'm Bill Gross. You can call me at 310-210-0008. I'm here to help you and make today your best day ever. Thanks so much.